It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, February 21st, 2019. It
whoop,
is
whoop.
7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop. It was 27 degrees when I left the house today.
Warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Is it cold or chilly?
I know that's not a lot, but I will take it.
I wore my suit jacket today. I said, I'm not wearing that big coat anymore. I'm tired of it. It's February, late February. I'm tired of wearing the big jacket. I wore my little suit jacket.
You wait. It's not always over just because it's February.
I know.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. Grumble, grumble. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're
doing
traveling
good
tonight with the team.
Yes, we leave tonight and head down to Little Rock, and it'll be some good matches.
You gonna be here tomorrow?
No,
you're not.
Gil's gonna come in.
Gil who?
Well, he used to work here. You may remember him back now. He's gonna love that comment.
There goes next month's paycheck.
No, he's gonna come in and do the show tomorrow, and
maybe he'll bring his dog.
He usually does. He was in yesterday. Brought the dog.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, I've enjoyed Brewed Awakening Coffee. Hope you're doing the same thing. Brewed Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. Tell you what, love it.
Uh-oh.
Callan's sitting right here and says, "You sure like that coffee, don't you?" Uh-huh. You think?
We got a problem.
What? Oh, Callan, he did it
Callan
again.
looks like he's got a big head.
You don't have to move it.
Put your hand up there and just hit it. Just whack it. One good time.
There it goes. There it goes. Hey, don't
All right, now reach up and push it down. Just push it down. Now over to the left a little bit. The other way. There you go.
Push it down. Mirror, ain't it?
Push it down further.
There you go.
All right, good job.
Brewed Awakening Coffee, as you heard in the introduction, 3 locations to serve you. Balmer Boulevard, which is going to be busy between now and 8 o'clock. 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness, and, of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. Best coffee in town. Check out their entire lineup of coffees, mochas, lattes,
cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
That's all I got to say. Cinnamon rolls.
Let's see. I could get them tomorrow. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you could. Give mine to Bob. The poor guy hadn't even had one.
Well, he knows where they're at.
It's not the same. Food's always better when it's somebody else's.
When somebody else buys them, right?
Yeah. You got it.
Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job. Went out and got another big bag of coffee, and I tell you what, they're busy all the time out there at 62 East. They're really busy. So check them out. Brewed Awakening Coffee, my favorite coffee right here in Mountain Home. Morning prayer brought by Roller Funeral Home right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Roller Funeral Home. Call Charlotte, Bruce, Chris, Brad. They're all willing to help you and steer you in the right direction. Get your pre-planning done. You know, it's kind of like...
You got to have a calling for what they do, and I'm telling you, they
Yeah.
are amazing people, and they will do anything.
And when Bruce and Charlotte were here, you know, we talked, and it's just... I didn't think of that. I don't, you know, and they know.
The little details.
The little details. So... You know, sometimes it's an emergency. Sometimes it's a long anticipated passing by a loved one, perhaps an illness or something. And so whatever the need, Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas, across the state, 29 to serve you in Arkansas, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. This morning we have one of the fine students from Mountain Home Christian Academy to do a morning prayer for us. Callan is here. And how is school going this year?
Pretty good.
Good. Really enjoying it?
Yeah.
Won't be much longer. It'll be summer break. We got March, April, May. Yeah, got about 3 more months. About 100 days left. Not bad. Morning prayer brought to you by Callan from Mountain Home Christian Academy. Once again, they teach no Common Core, take no government money. So if you can help them financially, totally private donations. 424-6622. Are you ready to do the prayer?
I guess.
All righty.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you that you sent your son to die on the cross for us. Help the people in the army to not get hurt, and help all the people that are sick to get better. Help all the people that are in the hospital, and help all the families that somebody has died in their family, help them to feel better. Just my prayer, amen.
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 Tell you what, these students at Mountain Christian Academy, they have some fine leadership there and some fine training along with an outstanding education. If you can help them financially, 424-6622. Mountain Christian Academy, just off the bypass across from Mountain Baptist Church. And now
That
How you
was
like that
terrible.
trumpet?
That was terrible. You do a trumpet.
Can you do a trumpet?
Come on.
Looky there.
See,
Oh my goodness.
They're all blowing me away. I don't know what's going on around here. This ain't
Whoosh,
right.
whoosh.
This ain't right.
What's your favorite subject in school, Calvin?
History.
What part of history?
History.
Civil War.
Oh, Civil War. That's interesting. Yeah. That would be interesting. So you study about Abraham Lincoln, Emancipation Proclamation. What other stuff was in the?
Well, don't be looking at me. I graduated way too long ago.
Hey,
I
he
don't have to remember
graduated
that stuff
longer.
anymore.
He graduated longer ago than you.
That's right. He's older than dirt.
Yeah. I remember.
He rode a horse and buggy to school, and you tied up front. and-
You betcha. Sat in school, dipped the girls' pigtails in the inkwells on the desk. You remember what an inkwell on the
I
desk
remember
was?
what an inkwell on the desk was.
You know what an inkwell is on the desk? Back in the day, the student's desk, they had a little cup that was recessed, and the teacher would fill it with ink, and you had like a quill pen, like a bird's feather, and you dip your pen in there, and that's how you would write. It's called an inkwell. And every time you run out of ink, you dip your pen in there and you like this, and you'd write. But girls that had pigtails, and they'd sit in front of the boys, they'd take the pigtail and dunk it down in the inkwell and get ink in their hair.
That sounds like you can get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
buddy.
you can get-
Don't get any ideas. All right. Hey, I'm just telling you right now, he is a bad influence. So just
No.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
We appreciate Mountain Up Christian Academy. Once again, if you can help them financially, 424-6622. And now we have
we talked about a change that was coming up, and this is what's coming up now. We've got a different weather sponsor.
Yep.
And
I'm just jumping for joy at this weather sponsor. Two good friends of mine.
And they've got one of the biggest prizes. They actually have a live cam that's set up that we're going to bring up in the mornings, and you'll be able to tell. Like this morning, I can see it on my thing
Just a
when I
bit
bring it
foggy.
up. It's foggy, so you're not going to see the whole thing. But I do got a still shot. But it's pretty cool. Now we know it's foggy outside. This is really cool.
Morning weather now brought to you by the Z Team, Century 21. Take two. The Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team. And they'll bring you the morning weather each and every day. So glad to have these two good friends on down on the corner and XL7 TV now. And they serve, with Century 21, they serve the whole country. They get people from New Jersey, from California, from Missouri and Illinois and Florida, and log into their website, retiredarkansas.net, and they come to Arkansas, and they come and they buy properties here.
The thing is, when you deal with them, they know what's out there.
They know what's out there.
Once they get an idea of what you're looking for, they can find it. They know what's all going on in town. It's like a one-stop shop with them.
And at one point, they'll say, okay, people say, we want to sell our house. Okay, they go through the whole bit, sign here. 6 hours later, we sold it. Literally, I've seen it happen within 24 hours. They've done that several times. So, Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. RetireToArkansas.net. They bring us the morning weather.
I'm going to bring up the still shot first of where their live cam. This is a still shot I'm going to bring up on the screen to give people an idea. This is the live camera feed that we will be bringing in every morning, showing the area. It's right there off the Cotter, shooting over the White River. It's a beautiful location for a camera.
Yep.
And you can see where Mountain Home is compared to it. Where Missouri and Bull Shoals and the Cotter and the beautiful White River. Now that's a still shot. And the thing is it's foggy today, so I'm going to bring it up live. This is the same shot.
That's the same shot.
But that
right
is
there
how
morning.
foggy it is this
So
morning.
every morning now, we're going to have this live camera shot overlooking the White River.
Yep.
But right now, we're having to deal with some fog. So,
And it's going to be cool when time change is coming up, and that's going to even set it back a little bit further. So it is pretty cool to see all that fog this morning. Now we can tell people it is foggy outside. We have proof.
yep, there it is.
There you go.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador, retireToArkansas.net. Right now, 29 degrees in Mountain Home, 31 at Harrison, 34 at Hardy, Mountain View at 28, 27 at Yellville, 27 at Yellville, 28 at Marshall, Calico Rocks at 29. Around the region, St. Louis checks in, at 28. It's 32 at Poplar Bluff and Branson. West Plains at 31. Watford City, 0. Cold.
What's your temperature? We don't have one.
They don't have one. The national radar's kind of calmed down a little bit. The last couple of days been kind of active, but now this is that new system that they're talking about, going to bring some warmer temperatures, some thunder showers, possibly some thunderstorms. You can see it in east central Texas. It stretches across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, southern Tennessee, parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, and overall and out into the ocean. Other shower activities exist in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah out there. And so we're ready for the individual states here. We're going to hit that Little Rock stop first, check the state of Arkansas. Right now in Arkansas, a little bit on the Arkansas-Louisiana line, just to the west of El Dorado, and then we have a little bit northwest of Texarkana, north-northwest between Texarkana and Mena. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 are clear at this time. A little bit around Jonesboro, northwest of Jonesboro, north of Jonesboro on Highway 63, and possibly Highway 67 is affected by these showers. 62-412 right now is clear, and Highway 65, Little Rock to Branson in pretty good shape as well. And we'll go back and we'll check the St. Louis radar here. St. Louis, here we go. I-44, Rolla, St. Louis. Looks like it's in good shape. I-55 coming in Sykeston, Cape Girardeau into St. Louis. It's all right. Columbia, Missouri, I-70 east into St. Louis, then east to Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. Not bad at all. Southwest Missouri. This is the Springfield, Missouri shot here. Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, and I-44 to Lebanon. You'll see I-70 Kansas City to Columbia on I-70. Everything good. And you see that a little bit now. I need to go back to that Little Rock stop because now I'm seeing something show up between Batesville and I-40. Can I back it up?
Yep.
Okay. We'll go back to the Little Rock stop here. We'll make sure we get it covered here. Now that's not showing on this radar, so I'm not sure. Anyway, this little line right here that's showing up northwest of Jonesboro may have extended itself down toward Batesville. That may affect Highway 67 and 167. So anyway, let's take a look at the forecast map. We do have a little bit of flooding conditions, watches and warnings on the eastern part along Mississippi River of the state of Arkansas. Mississippi, Tennessee, parts of Alabama and Georgia with a little bit of flood watch and warnings there. I'm not picking up much for the state of Missouri right now. Of course, that's going to change as time moves on. And so our 7-day forecast for today, patchy, freezing fog and patching fog, high of 48 degrees, and tonight 30% chance of showers, a low of only 37. Friday, a 40% chance of showers during the day, 49 degrees, and then Friday night 60% chance of showers, a low of 45. Saturday, a high of 65 degrees with 90% chance of thunder showers throughout the region, a low Saturday night of 34. Then Sunday, sunny with a high of 52 degrees and 53 on Monday. So better weather ahead. Drought monitor is probably a moot point right now as we've had so much rain. Arkansas, Missouri in pretty good shape. I drive Arkansas. Of course, they haven't updated these in forever.
And still from the 11th, I bet.
Oh, they updated yesterday, the 20th. Looky here. Randolph County has high water
Still
both lanes
high
on
water.
Highway 166. At Pocahontas, we'll check Jonesboro here. That's an old one there. They need to get this updated. Anyway, be sure to check out iDrive Arkansas and in Missouri Department of Transportation, MoDOT. Looks like Highway 54 going to Jefferson City is mostly clear. They've had a little bit, and there's a little bit on I-44. I'm not really even sure what all that is. Looks like they've got an accident around Lebanon. Let's see what that is right there. Ridge reconstruction there on I-44. They're working on that. And right up here around Macon, Kirksville, and Lancaster, Missouri, and over to Cahokia, Missouri, we have partly covered to mostly clear highways at this time. And so that's your morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador, retireToArkansas.net, the Z Team, for all your real estate needs.
There you go.
You betcha. Thank you, Bob and Linda. It's going to be nice having that weather camp there.
It is going to be cool.
Yeah.
Be able to see, even when it's foggy, it's cool. I mean, we can see it. This webcam, I'm going to bring that picture up one more time. This webcam covers a large area as far as the view, and I think that's going to be amazing to see as we go and to see all that fog that's right now that's going up and down the river.
Yeah.
And it kind of produces its own with all that moisture, and you just get a
lot of fog.
Blanket of fog.
There you go.
That's cool. So I think that's neat.
Community Calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Old Time Restaurant, best lunch, best breakfast in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday morning till 11 a.m.
We lost our little helper, by the way.
Yeah, he had to go to school.
He had to leave early, unfortunately.
I
like to keep him on and give him a hard time, but I got to remember to give him that card.
Okay.
Special today is you got for breakfast 2 pancakes, 2 sausage and bacon and eggs, all for $5.88. Can't beat it. And for lunch we got hamburger steak supreme. You ever had one of those?
Yes.
I mean, she takes that half-pound hamburger patty and smothers it with cheese and peppers, tomatoes, and gravy, and I mean, it's just a mess of goodness. But you get 2 sides of roller cornbread for $6.88. You just can't beat it.
Can't beat that. Tomorrow will be the Mountain Home High School French Club's Chili Supper at Century 21 Legmac Real Estate Office across from McDonald's. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. Come and enjoy a bowl of chili, dessert, a bottle of water. This is to raise money for the summer 2020 trip to Quebec. It's going to be a lot of fun for the kids there. The People's Choice Just Desserts at Van Meter Senior Center is Friday, March 15th from 4:30 to 6:30. This is at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. For more information, 424-3035. It's open to the public and bring your friends. You can vote for the People's Choice Award winner. Sample everything. Choose your 2 favorite desserts to eat in or take home from your purchase ticket. Attendees also get to vote on which vendor's signature dessert they select for the People's Choice Award. Admission is $10 per person. This is a fundraiser for the Van Meter Senior Center and for the activities and services they provide there. And another opportunity to eat. There's going to be a spaghetti dinner on Monday, March 4th. This is for the Mountain Home Christian Academy's junior high to go to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. It's going to be held at Mountain Home Bible Church at 145 Pioneer Trail. Donations are welcome. Now, don't bring a quarter or 50 cents. Come and have a good big plate of spaghetti and give them 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. Help them raise some money to go to the Ark Encounter in Kentucky. This trip will enforce the knowledge that science may change, but God's Word remains as truth. Spaghetti dinner for the Mountain Home Christian Academy Junior High, Monday, March 4th at Mountain Home Bible Church on Pioneer Trail. That's just kind of across from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice little facility there at Mountain Bible Church. Good folks there.
Now, the Mountain Home Bomber wrestling team, the high school wrestling team, is leaving out today. They'll be leaving out about 12:30, 1 o'clock, headed down to Little Rock for the state wrestling championships. So we've got a couple kids going in as #1 seed, which is really awesome. And there should be a handful that we see medal this year. So I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
And so we got a break coming up. Once again, I want to thank the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for being our new sponsors on the weather. Give them a call. Check them out on the website, retiretoarkansas.net. Take a look at the website, and very user-friendly and a lot of information there. We got a break. Dr. Charles Osgood is my guest. Stick around. Be right back.
The best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
It's always good when my good friend Dr. Charles Osgood is here from Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Follow along with us. Go to mountainhomechiro.com and you can see it on the screen here. Right there. And very user friendly. There's so much information right here. And you can go through here and, you know, no, chiropractors don't come up and whop you with a 2x4 or something like that. It is, I think, how can I word this properly? If you're on pain medications, take another look at this.
Yeah.
Take another look at this because, you know, Jamie Leach comes in here from First Step and then we have the sheriff come in and we talk about this pain med epidemic that's going on.
Opioid epidemic.
And so now the CDC is looking at more physical therapy and chiropractic care. And I'm a firm believer in chiropractic care.
And we have so many things we can use. And, you know, on the website right there, one is laser, you know, and you've used that yourself and had great results.
And before we went on, I'm just talking, I strained my left knee, you know, you know, if the laser's going to work, well, it's worth a try.
Yeah, and it works tremendously. But what we utilize it for is along with chiropractic care. So we'll use the laser and the chiropractic adjusting as well. And what we find is that it really makes things a lot more movable chiropractically, adjusting a lot easier if you use the laser. Plus, the effects of the laser is healing. It's what it does is it reacts with the cells, photochemically reacts with the cells, and speeds the process of healing. So it makes the cells function better, and it removes waste and toxins faster. It decreases inflammation quicker, and so it really does wonders for just the overall health of the joints and how they function.
We'll bring you that little video if we can here from last July and August.
Yeah.
And you can see I had my good jeans on.
Yeah. Ripped them open
and you would think, oh, this is going to kill me. It hurts. No, folks, let me tell you, this is probably one of the most pleasant, well, the most unpleasant thing I said in the video. I couldn't reach my coffee cup.
Yeah, right.
See there? See how far away it is?
No pain at all. And you might feel a little warmth, and that's about it. But it's not a pain laser or anything like that. It basically just reacts with the cells.
Fast forward it to where the lasers. Oh wait, never mind.
You got it?
Now.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
There it goes.
Now this, as you see on your screen right here, the left laser, that's exactly in the area where I have the pain now because I re-injured that knee, so I probably need to come see you.
Come do it again.
Now this is very, very financially affordable.
It is now too, because through to the end of February, you only have a week left, but to the end of February, we're doing 20% off, so it makes it less than half of anywhere else in town that's doing laser.
I may be there tomorrow.
Plus, this is a lot different. It's the only laser that has FDA approval for chronic low back and for plantar fasciitis treatment. And when you get FDA approval, it's not a small thing. It's something they had to do lots of research on. They had to do double-blind studies. They had to, do placebo studies where one was getting the laser and some weren't getting the laser to see if it actually works or not. So it has done its research, and you can see that also on the website. If you see that where it says click to read more about the FX laser, and then you can see more of their research on their website. It talks about what it does and the research that they did and that sort of thing. So great product, and right now till the end of February. We might do another special sometime too, but we did it for January and February, 20% off, just so that people could get introduced to it, because it is not covered by insurance. It's a shame that it's not, but new things a lot of times aren't.
Maybe with FDA approval, maybe the CDC
and that's probably what's going to work towards. But
my only question is, if we do this again, can we get a knee model? We need to get a better looking knee.
A better knee, yeah. Yeah. Should we get Heidi Klum or somebody to come in here?
Yeah. See, now you're looking at.
Yeah.
You're looking at a knee that's not offensive.
I vote for that.
Cindy Crawford.
There we go. We could try. I'm not sure. They might have a busy schedule.
Is there a volunteer out there for a knee model?
Right. But so call us, because we've seen phenomenal results so far with it, and we have seen folks like yourself, chronic pain for years, do a few treatments and it's gone. I had one lady who did treatments for sciatica, and we used the laser on her sciatica problem. She had been to chiropractors other than me. She'd been to physical therapists. She had consulted with the orthopedic, was running out of options. She even tried chiropractic in my office, and we had minimal results. It just did not work for her. It was just so chronic and so bad. So she tried 10 laser treatments. And 10 laser treatments. She called 2 months later after they were over to tell us that there was still no pain.
Well, my lower back pain is extremely minimal. I was in your office at least once a month.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice a month with the sciatica and the lower back pain, especially in the lower left hand, just above the left hip.
Right.
But since I had the knee laser that you just saw in the video,
right,
that was late July or early August of last year.
No pain.
My back pain is extremely minimal. Now, once in a while, be out picking up twigs and stuff, or decorating the Christmas tree back during the holidays, where you're doing some of that stuff. A little bit stiff.
Right.
But it's not that severe case of pain that I had for so long.
Exactly. And it works really well, and it lasts, because even after the treatment is over, if you read the research, even after it's over, it keeps working.
Yes.
Exactly. And it works for up to a year after we finish the therapy. So something that is affordable, especially right now, and something that we treat you just like any new patient. When you come in, we'll examine you, we'll figure out what you need. If it's laser, great. If it's laser and chiropractic, we'll do both. It just depends on what we think would benefit you after we do an exam on you.
And now we get 20% off, right?
20% off. So that makes it fairly affordable. And what we tend to do with it is we'll go ahead and do like the initial exam with the x-rays and nerve scan and everything. All that, remember, is just $37 for your initial exam. Try going anywhere for an exam, including x-rays, and pay that little. Yeah. We do it for a reason. We do it because we feel like if you're going to have to pay a lot of money for the therapy that you're going to need to get better, we'd rather you pay it for the therapy than for the diagnosis. And, I say a lot of money, but we're not talking thousands either. We're talking 10 treatments. It's going to run you around $500. So it's not bad.
Yeah.
And you think about it, look at what surgery is going to do for you. How much is surgery going to cost, and how much is lost time from work going to cost you because you
That's a good point.
you're not going to be able to work.
It really is. Wow.
So think about the costs and think about the options there, but it is very affordable. And like I said, so is the initial exam when you come in to find out what is wrong and what we can do to fix you.
Coming up on 7:30, time for a break. We're visiting Dr. Charles Osgood. While we're at the break, you can go ahead and log in and you can look at mountainhomefamilychiro.com. Call Dr. Osgood at 425-4424, but check out that website. We need to take a quick break. More with the doc right after this.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
732, visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood of Mountain Family Chiropractic. Their location is 640 Highway 62 East, which is just across from Affordable Insurance. Their phone number 425-4424. And I want to go back to my very first time. This is back in the Mountain Talk radio days when you first came in and we sat down and we did a radio show. And it was kind of a challenge. You know, it's like I dare you or I double dare you type of thing. Remember this? It goes back a long time. I don't know how many years.
Right.
But what was happening, and I enjoy yard work. I think it's good exercise for me. It's therapeutic. I like to get on the tractor and mow grass,
yeah,
and
mowing's
raking,
fun.
blow the leaves around, you know, make the yard look good.
Yeah.
And after using that push mower, man, you know, back here in the lower back, and I thought, well, I got to run the vacuum cleaner. Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Well, you challenge me. Well, come see me.
Yeah.
So we go into the office, and the first thing is the x-rays. Step one, let's see what the problem is. Step two was you bring me back into the office, and you showed me my x-ray.
Yeah.
Which is the first time I broke this arm years ago, blah, 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 all this stuff.
No one shows you x-rays.
Doc Osgood does.
Yeah.
Sitting on the desk is a model about that big. It's a skeletal, maybe taller, about that big, a skeletal model, and it shows the spine and all of the bones. And you got this pointer said, now right here on your x-ray and point it here. This is what it should be. Here's where you are. Here's how it should be. And this thing will move. And you explained it. Now what we need to do is kind of like the mechanic on the hood. See these spark plugs right? These plugs have to come out. These new plugs have to go in.
Right.
You know? So you explained it to me.
Yeah.
And that first time, I think it was a series of 3 visits a week for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
And then the maintenance. There it is.
And there it is.
And even my son, when my son, he'd gone through, I don't know if it was an MRI or a CAT or what it was, but he had hurt his back in North Dakota.
Did all kinds of testing to figure it out.
I'll write the check if you go see Dr. Osgood. One time he goes, look at this.
And he walks out, he was perfect.
He was so thrilled. So I can't emphasize enough, if you're taking ibuprofen or Tylenol or aspirin or something because the pain, the inflammation, call Dr. Charles Osgood, 425-4424. Go online. Right up here. Hey, can we throw this on one more time, sir?
Sure.
Right up here on the website where it says email us, right here.
Yep.
When you click on that, that goes directly to Dr. Charles Osgood. Nobody sees that but him, and he will personally respond to your email request.
Yeah.
So I can't emphasize enough. Jamie Leach was here earlier in the month, I think around the 5th or so of February, and we talked about the addiction issue.
Opioid epidemic.
Sure. Sheriff Montgomery comes in, even Governor was here, we talked about it. There's an alternative to pain meds.
Yeah.
And I want you to follow up on what my long speech here.
Well, the problem with the opioid epidemic in pain management and things like that, a lot of times the only tools in the toolbox are those meds. And so if we can do something that will get rid of the meds and not have to have surgery, that's the options that we have in the office, and that's what we do. We do it all by hand. We use the things like the laser therapy. We have ultrasound therapy, electric muscle stim, massage therapy. We have a plethora of things that we use to be able to get you back in good condition. And we talked earlier about the cost of the laser. And if you don't have the money for it, we have options. We have a company called Verdi that finances everything. And there's no credit check. Everyone qualifies. So if you are worried about not having the money for the care, in most cases it costs you about $100 to finance it over 6 months. And you just make a monthly payment and you're good as gold. So that's the options that we have. We have some really good options for people who don't have insurance and for the things that aren't covered by insurance. There's a lot more and more people who come in my office who aren't covered by insurance, and it seems to be more and more and more every day. So it's an issue, and there are options, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
And going out and getting the scan, I think you said it was what, $30-something?
$37.
And he does, and trust me, I've been there, I've had it done. He does a full scan, and the amazing part between what he does is you may be going in with lower back pain, and the problem may not be in your lower back, which was my situation, and it ended up being at the very top left side.
Was it your lower back? Where was your pain at, though?
It was lower, but it was going to this arm, but it was lower down.
Yeah.
But my problem's not there. I mean, they can work all you want there. My problem was somewhere else.
Right.
And, that's where doing the scan and seeing the stress on the muscles and everything, you quickly see it at a different light. Well, here's my problem, not necessarily what hurts.
Yeah. And the tools that we use, the nerve scan that we use, and the x-rays will pinpoint pretty much where the problem is at. And then from there we can determine what course of action to take, whether it's laser therapy or chiropractic or a combination, and how often you need to come in, how long we need to see you, and that sort of thing. And that's what we'll talk about when we give you your report, like you were talking about too.
And I can't emphasize enough, and I remember when Scooter had that pain, he would come in, this is back in the radio days, when Scott and I did radio together, he was just pale with pain.
Yeah.
And you saw firsthand, because in fact, he was sitting there and, what's wrong? He's hurting so bad, and so that, you hate to see people in pain, and I'll talk about it. I mean, now I could talk about this. I have seen my mom at one time take 14 pills at one time.
Oh yeah.
Now some of them were vitamins. It would be like a multivitamin and a vitamin C and some other stuff. I'm not a pill popper.
Yeah, I don't like taking pills either.
I think this knee got to hurting really bad last week, so I took 2 aspirins.
Right.
I think that's 2 so far this month.
Right, right.
And believe me, Dr. Osgood has taught me can you build an immunity to the pain pills?
You can.
To where you have to have more and more. It's kind of like,
more.
I don't want to say it, but it's kind of like drug abuse.
They're just not working anymore. And you build
like
toleration.
You smoke a little dope. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm going to move up to something else. So you try a little bit more, then you try coke and meth, and pretty soon you're hooked.
And that's what.
And I'm not saying that's going to happen to everybody, but we've got to be realistic here.
With the meds, I mean, that's what tends to happen. They lose their strength, and they don't work as well as they used to. So you gotta take more, and then you burn your liver out, and you burn your kidneys up, and you're not doing yourself any good just taking the meds. If you can find a source of the problem, which is what we do, which typically is joint dysfunction to some degree.
So let's go back to my old analogy from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Every morning I go out and I have to air up my left front tire.
Yeah.
Every morning it's flat. Pump it up.
Right.
Drive to work, it's good for the day. Park it at night, next day have to air it up. Okay, what do I need to do?
Need to have it fixed.
I need to have it fixed. So I go to my tire shop. Oh, you got a nail tire. Patch it up. It's done.
Right.
Same thing with my knee, my lower back, my shoulder blades, my neck, whatever it may be. You go to the doctor and say, well, my neck hurts. Well, I'm going to prescribe this painkiller. That's going to take it away for about 2 weeks.
Right.
After 2 weeks, you're back for more pills.
Yeah.
Go fix your neck.
Yeah. And find the source of the problem, and the source is usually joint dysfunction. And a lot of times, we'll take x-rays and we'll see discs, the cushion between the vertebrae, that are degenerated or deteriorated somehow or diminished somehow, and they're smaller than what they should be. So there's going to be inflammation around that area where the nerve comes out, and you are not going to have the function that you should have. You have dysfunction of those joints. And so that's what really we try to find, especially when we take the x-rays. The main thing we want to see is why are those joints not functioning like they should. And usually we'll find some type of old injury that you've had from years ago, and when we do, we're going to find out why it's not functioning, and the reason usually has to do with those old injuries coming back to haunt you. So
I'm trying to bring up a human skeleton here to see.
While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and mention one of the big differences. People have pain in areas, and they'll go see a doctor. We'll try this, and we'll see if this works, and then we'll try this, and then we'll try this, and in the meantime, you're taking pain meds to get you through it. Where when you go into Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, they actually do all the scans, all the tests. They need the x-rays, if they need the nerve scans, whatever, where they're finding the problem.
Yeah.
And then he'll sit down with you, this is what we can do to address it. Or if he sees, hey, you need to go see somebody. I mean, it can work either way, but he's a good start because he can do the scan, and you'll be amazed what chiropractic can do in many different areas, not just lower back, not just, there's just a full body.
Yeah, and we've talked before about headaches, we've talked about neck problems, shoulders,
earaches.
Yeah, ear infections.
See, that's what I need. I've got to have the skull real because I've got some roaring in my ears right now due to congestion.
And we can adjust the ear and drain the fluid in the ear, all that kind of stuff.
This is not the best model in the world, but you can see. Now look at the curvature right here, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a normal skeletal model?
Yeah. You're going to have a lumbar curve and you're going to have a cervical curve. So you'll have those curves like that. And then you have a kind of a reverse curve in the upper back. It's called a kyphosis right there. Yeah. And
now, I didn't know that the ribs, Scooter said the ribs can actually become dislodged or dislocated, and you can actually readjust the ribs.
Yeah, they get stuck or they get locked in a position where they shouldn't be. And when we adjust the spine, a lot of times the ribs will realign themselves too. So
and I can speak for sure on that, because remember that I had coughed one time.
Yeah.
And I was going through one of them coughing fits, and
cough a rib out of place.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And I had to go to a wrestling tournament the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I went over and seen Doc, and he got him put back in and basically told me try not to cough.
Yeah, right. That's the hard part.
He went ahead and set an appointment for Monday in case I did, and had to come back. But it ended up staying. You did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this model right here, the vertebrae right here in the neck, I don't know if people can see the cursor right here on the screen, but this area right here,
yeah,
there's just when you adjust that, it's just kind of like you've lost weight.
Relieves the pressure.
The pressure, yeah.
And you can really feel that right away. And it's pressure in the skull and pressure, from the muscles being so tight back there. You get up off the table and you feel like there's an instant relief typically. And that's mainly the main thing that causes people with headaches problems. And that's if we can adjust that neck, we're going to affect those headaches and get rid of them most of the time. There's very few people that I've worked with that has not had headaches affected by the adjusting.
Well, my mom was the perfect example. She said, "Oh, my dad had them. It's just hereditary. You got to put up with it."
Yeah.
Then she had the auto accident, and she was, "Well, my neck hurts. I got a headache." Well, I made the appointment. We're going to go see Doc Osgood, and for 3 years, she was headache free. I mean, here's somebody that suffered from headaches every day.
Every day for years. And people do that. People just don't know that you can get rid of that stuff, and it's not with taking meds. So, like I said, if you're worried about being able to afford it, or you're not sure if your insurance will cover it, the main thing is if you have insurance, it usually will cover chiropractic care. If you'd like, our girls are great at the office. They'll check your insurance, your particular plan, see if it has a deductible to meet, see what out-of-pocket stuff you're going to have to pay. If you'd like them to check that beforehand, they can always do that too. So it's something that don't worry about it, because we will do our best to make it as affordable as possible as far as the care goes.
It's 7:46. We need to take another break. And so real quick, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, check out the website, mountainhomechiro.com. Dr. Charles Osgood is located at 640 Highway 62 East. That's across from Affordable Insurance. Call them at 425-4424. Time for a break. Be right back. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity and hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
749, visit with Doc Osgood. We got to have some fun now. We got to poke some fun at that Cortez girl out of New York.
Oh, she's a peach. That one's a peach right there.
And sure the fact, Amazon's not coming to New York City. We're going to use that $3 million.
We're going to save that $3 billion. We're going to be able to use that for whatever else we do you understand that there is no $3 billion?
We're not giving them that money to come here.
They were giving us money when they come here.
She's brilliant, ain't she?
I tell you what. So for people who have, wasn't she like an economics major or some kind of a business major? I mean, she has like a degree in this stuff. How do you get a degree in that and not know that business works the way it works?
What they were wanting to do in New York is give Amazon a tax relief.
Right. So that they give more jobs to people in New York.
25,000 jobs, averaging $150,000 a year.
And how much tax money you're going to be getting from
Queens,
those people.
New York?
Yeah.
Think of the renovations. Think of the economic boom.
We
Tim Griffin in Arkansas has raised the flag. Hey, Amazon,
yeah,
look
come
at
here.
Arkansas open for business here.
I mean,
Little Rock, I-30, I-40 right here.
What kind of a dope do you have to be to think that, oh, thank goodness we got rid of those Amazon people?
And saving New York from big corporate billionaires.
Now we can do whatever we want with that $3 billion.
You don't have
that $3 billion. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can get a degree and not know anything about it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sure, boy. And now her green plan.
Yeah, that's great.
A tax rate of what, 70%?
But at least we'll get rid of the farting cows.
Yeah. No more cow farts.
It's like somebody said on the radio the other day.
Seriously, she's talking about
this stuff. That's what she did. It was in there. It's like somebody said on the radio the other day. Now you can't even find it. It's like they've really made it disappear.
Yeah.
And it was almost like it was written on a cocktail napkin. And here's what we should do for our green plan,
She's wanting to take every building and knock them down and replace every building with green
green buildings and
environmental friendly buildings.
Everybody across America will have to do this. Yeah.
Well, she just got that $3 billion.
That's right. She's going to use that $3 billion to pay for it, for sure. Yeah, and no more cars, no more trains, no more airplanes. And it's got to be green. Yeah. Electric. Everything's got to be electric. Well, think about it. When you have electricity, what makes that electricity?
A generator?
Burning coal or burning gas makes that electricity. Yeah. So
brilliant.
Unless you have windmills and solar power,
that's it. We can go put a windmill on top of your big GMC out here.
Right. Unless you have that running.
Pace card, Indianapolis, with a windmill.
Right. Unless you have that running the entire country, which we don't have the technology to do yet, that is impossible. It's just
she's a nut.
I don't like I said, I don't understand how people like that exist, but they do, and that's the scary thing, is people like that are getting more and more prevalent in government, which makes it scary.
Where's the common sense factor?
There isn't anymore.
Where's the common sense? Let's go back to the Amazon thing. So they get $3 million or $3 billion tax relief.
Yeah.
So Amazon can come in there and build in Queens, New York, which means downtown renovations. This is one of the boroughs of New York.
Right. Probably one of the areas that needs renovating.
This is kind of like Ferguson, Missouri type areas.
Right.
Come on.
Probably the place that really needs to be renovated.
And so that would bring a better lifestyle to Queens, New York. You got jobs, you got people. Then it's your real estate, your housing. Whether you buy a house, rent a house, maybe up there it's going to be penthouse type things or apartment flats. But nevertheless, people are working.
Yeah.
Well, we can use that money for something else. We're not paying them this money to come in here.
You don't have the money if they don't get here.
Let's see, 25,000 jobs at an average of $150,000 a year would be 3.6.
You can't even calculate
it. It's off the wall.
Error
9 there, And so, these people, let's say they're at a 25% tax bracket or a 23%. I mean, that's money coming in. Bring it to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Bring it to Missouri. We're open for business.
Yeah, and Amazon's already said, well, where did they say? I think they said Georgia or somewhere they're looking at now.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, okay, New York, fine. We'll go somewhere else.
Go south. I don't know. And then you got the abortion issues in New York and Virginia that's just getting, I mean, you realize that, and we were talking, I forget who it was we were talking to the other day, and talk about, they said, women's health. Let's use the word responsibility. Because I said, you don't conceive a child because somebody hit you in the head with a snowball.
Right. It takes two. You know, you're both working at that.
Where's the responsibility here? You know,
right. Mm-hmm.
And so when you have a child and the dilation is taking place, oh well, I don't want this child. Let's go ahead and abort the child.
Yeah, right.
But yet, if you have the child and he's 2 years old and you swat him on the butt, no, don't do that. Swat. You can get in trouble.
Yeah.
You can't get in trouble for killing him at birth, but you can get in trouble for spanking him. When you know.
Isn't that weird? Aren't we a little off? Aren't we a little backward?
Yeah. I think Scripture even teaches that somewhere in there.
Yeah.
You know.
It's you know what though? You look at all of the candidates for the Democrat side for running for president now. Whoa! I mean, it looks like the Star Wars cantina scene. I mean, there's just all kinds of people in there, and it's just their views are just so out there.
I mean,
and it's crazy.
We can't give everything away to everybody that don't want to work.
No, we can't have free everything for everybody. It just doesn't work.
And Bernie Sanders, Medicare for everybody,
and college for everybody. You know,
college for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want college. I want VOTEC. I'm not a sit there listen to professor type of guy.
Right.
You know, and I was so lucky. You know, when I was with the Sears Roebuck organization, we want you to learn front end alignment. Okay, I went to Atlanta, I went to Dallas. Hands-on.
Yeah.
I mean, hands-on VOTEC training. It was great. You know, even with the Stuart Warner in Memphis, it was great training. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of folks do better with that want that. And then not everybody wants to go to a 4-year school. And people do well and don't go to a 4-year school.
We need plumbers, electricians, carpenters. We need people to work the restaurants. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the girls at Old Time that wait the tables.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the cooks behind there preparing the food. There's nothing wrong with the chiropractor.
It just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
Really, in life, it depends on what you want. You can do anything you want. That's what's great about this country, is you can do anything you want to in this country.
Oh.
But it doesn't. It comes at a cost. You don't get everything you want for nothing.
When you think about the Medicare for everybody, okay, somebody's got to pay for that because you don't work for free.
Exactly.
I mean, that's right. Insurance can pay for this. If not, it's going to be blah, 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 blah. You know.
It does cost money to operate. They don't understand, you know. And, of course, you've got the professors in the universities. You've got the doctors in the hospitals and the offices and places like that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know what this next election is going to shape up to be, but it's very interesting so far. I
think it's going to be socialist versus non-socialist.
Yeah, it's really rearing its ugly head. Total socialism, bordering on communism.
Yeah.
And it's frightening to a degree.
And it's funny. It's coming out of New England.
Oh, I know. It's all from up there.
Between Cortez, whatever name is Alexander
Cortez,
and Bernie Sanders.
Oh yeah, good old Bernie.
Oh my gosh,
Uncle Bernie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he's something else.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be interesting. That's for sure.
Think about it. Why was it called the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic? Look at Venezuela.
Yeah, what has socialism done for them? Yeah, it's totally taken a country that was the richest country with oil production and everything else, and now it's just they're dirt poor.
Yeah.
Because somebody at the top took all the money and everybody else didn't have anything.
There you go. Beware, folks. Anyway, wow. Real quick, back to Mountain Home Family Chiropractic webpage here. Give Doc Osgood a call at 425-4424. Like I say, on the Mountain Home Family Chiropractic website where it says email us at the very top center, that email right here, I don't see you see the cursor right over here. It says email us right here. When you click on that, this email goes, come on computer, I love this computer.
There it goes.
Yeah, this goes directly to Dr. Osgood. He will personally respond to these emails. So, you know,
We
and
love
no question is too dumb or too out there. Ask your questions. Get off the pain meds if you can at all.
Yep.
You know,
And we can help.
And so, Scooter, what do you think?
I'd just say get them in there, get them checked out. I mean, it's $37. Get them scanned, get it done, and it'll be well worth it. You'll be surprised how over years your body restricted your body becomes.
Oh, yeah. It does.
And when you get loosened up, all of a sudden you can turn your head more, you can move around more, and you didn't even notice it.
Yeah, you'll be surprised at what works so much better after you start getting adjusted. So,
anyway, that wraps it up for us today. Looks like we got some sunlight shining through the fog out there. So
it is supposed to be a nice day.
Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.